Hey everybody, it's Max Action here, and this is Build Something With Me, where we are focused on taking action and building something to increase the quality of our lives. So whether that's building a business, whether it's getting in better shape or having a better relationship, or whatever it is, I want to give you the tips, the tactics, and the strategies to build a life that you truly want. And we're documenting my journey as I'm building a business, building this channel, and we're just going to build something amazing together. And today I've got a special episode for you because I want to talk to you about something that's really near and dear to my heart. And this is about all centered around taking massive action and one of the biggest things that can hold you back. And this is something that's actually held me back. This is how do you deal with online hate? How do you deal with even hate in person? Somebody that's willing to say something nasty to you, even though you're trying to improve yourself. How do you deal with that psychologically? Because I'll tell you what, hate and getting that negative feedback is something that stops a lot of creators and coaches from ever building the business that they want. It stops people from wanting to lose weight when you're saying, I'm going to go try this new thing, and somebody says, oh, that stuff doesn't work. You're wasting your time. I don't understand why you're doing it. Or you're trying to improve your relationship and your partner keeps telling you, I don't know why you're trying to do this. This doesn't work for me. And that feeling that you get where it just shuts you down and you say, well, why bother trying? I'm not going to try because I don't think it's going to work. I'm not going to take action because I don't think my efforts are going to produce any valid results. And how do we deal with that? How do we keep pushing forward and we confront that limiting belief and get past it rather than just continually avoiding the situation because we don't want to deal with those negative feelings and that negative sphere that we find ourselves in? So that's what we want to go through and look at today. Now, let's start out. I want to start this out because this was really funny. I'll tell you where I started and where I am right now. So I actually started making some YouTube videos. Let me rephrase that. I made a YouTube video about 10 years ago. And it was probably even longer than that, maybe about 12. And I received a nasty comment on the video. And I can't even remember today what it was. Actually, I think I can. He said something about how you're a chode or something ridiculous. But that really struck me to the core. And I don't understand why. It's a random person saying some random nasty mean thing on a video that you created. And yet that strikes you to the core to where you say, I don't want to feel that again. I don't want to feel that negative emotion. And all of a sudden, being online, creating the videos that you want to create become a source of pain. It becomes something that you want to start avoiding. And that's what's happening for a lot of people. This might even be happening and be true for you right now. Are you avoiding doing what it is you want to do because you're worried about the negative feedback that you might get? Or you may have received negative feedback and you're saying, whoa, I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel these emotions and these feelings. And I completely understand it. But I'm going to tell you, that ended up keeping me from making any videos for over a decade. A decade! Can you believe it? It pains me to this day to think that I let that control me as much as it did. Now let's fast forward to right now. What is it that I've done that has been able to make me not worry about that so much right now? Well, what I did is I look at it and I zoom out on the timeline of life. And we realize that at the end of our life, at the end of your life, you're not going to be worried about what some random whack job said about your video. You're probably going to have a lot bigger things to worry about, like saying goodbye to loved ones, looking back on your life, reassessing, was everything worth it? Did you do what you wanted to do? And now picture yourself being on your deathbed and thinking, man, I really wanted to be a content creator. I really wish I put myself out there more. And yet I didn't because some clown decided to be nasty to me and I let that control me. So when you zoom out on the timeline of your life, you realize that all of these little comments really don't make any bit of difference. And the more that you can laugh at them and just pity the person that's saying it, the better off you are. Because you should really be pitying these people who leave you nasty comments. Because they are so pissed off in their life that they're not doing anything of merit, that all they can do is come to your video and crap all over you. And all you can say is, okay, I guess whatever you got to say. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I really hope that you find peace in your life and you can move on. Because when all you have and all you feel you can do is just go and leave random nasty comments on people's videos who are just trying to do better for themselves, there's something really missing. And I actually want to tell you, I've already started getting, this is my third video here, so I finally figured out to turn the camera sideways rather than straight up and down. So something new I'm learning. And I've already ended up getting some hate comments. They might not be hate comments, but they were meant in a negative fashion. And so I wanted to share some of those with you right now because I thought they were really funny when I saw them. And I'm really glad that I see them as funny now, because if I didn't, then I probably wouldn't be making this video right now. So one of the comments was, "I'm not going to listen to somebody with 136 followers." Yeah, I only got 136 followers at this current point. But you watch. In 3 years' time, that number is going to be in the hundreds of thousands. Why? Because I'm not going to quit. Because I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep getting better every single video that I make. And it's going to get better and better. And the same is true for you. The more that you are consistent, the more you try. If you try every single day, just even a little bit, it's going to get better every single time. And the more that you do it every single day, the more days in a row that you're consistent doing just that little itty bitty bit, the better you're going to get faster. The other comment that I got was saying, "Step number 1, stop listening to you. Check, scroll." I was going, okay, I guess. I mean, if it's that offensive to you, then yeah, maybe I'm not your cup of tea. I'm not for everybody, and I'm not trying to be. I'm only speaking to the people that want to start building something better in their lives, that want the tips, tactics, motivation, strategies to feel good and to take action, because action is what's going to make us better. Action is what's going to create that tangible change in your life. If you don't take action, nothing is ever going to change. And then this was the other one, and this is actually my favorite, and I'm going to have to create a response video to this. But he said, "I would rather have Mike Tyson use my nuts as a speed bag rather than becoming a content creator like you." The visual alone is phenomenal, and they didn't really know this. Actually, I'm going to save this part for you, what they didn't know, because you're going to see it back here. Stay tuned for another video. I'm going to show you that. But I thought that was just absolutely hilarious that somebody's going to take the time to write that extensive and that detailed of a comment just for me on this video because something triggered them. But that's a lesson right there. Your content needs to be polarizing. It can't just be plain vanilla. Because if it's just plain vanilla and it doesn't resonate with anyone, then you don't get any interaction. But obviously what I said in that video struck a chord with this guy, and he felt the need to take time out of his day to leave me that ugly comment. But here's the thing. How do we deal with it, right? We zoom out on that timeline. We realize that it doesn't really matter. Another way that you can do that is start laughing about it. Be excited when somebody gives you a nasty comment. That's good. That's a good thing because it's showing you that you're striking a nerve with people. Because the other thing they could have done is just remain completely silent. And some form of interaction is going to be better than no form of interaction. That's a belief system that you can start taking on and holding. That's going to make it a lot easier to start putting your content out there. Because I know sometimes creating that content becomes very overwhelming. It becomes very scary because you're not sure. Are people going to like this content? Are they going to be mean to me? Are they going to be nasty? Am I going to disappoint someone? Am I going to disappoint myself? And if disappointing yourself or disappointing someone else keeps you from taking action, then someone or something else has control over your life. And the question is, are you going to allow them, something outside of you, to control what you can be, to control what you do? I really hope you just answered no. And if you didn't answer no right out loud right now. Say, yes, I am never going to let something else control me. Yes, I am going to take control of my life. Say it right now. I want you, you're going to be like, this guy is crazy. But the fact is you are in control of your life. Whether you take action or not, it's all on you. One of the big things that I look at is saying, are you going to confront what you feel or are you going to avoid it? Now, avoidance is a strategy for not wanting to feel that pain, for not wanting to feel those ugly negative emotions. So some people just avoid it. And they avoid it by not making content. They avoid it by creating these works of art that they never post. They avoid it by not getting into confrontational situations and not being authentic and saying what it is they want. They live in a life of avoidance. But I'm going to show you right now how you can start confronting that. Ask yourself, is this true, what this person's saying? Somebody tells you on your video, you suck. This video is terrible. You are not going to be good at this. Then you ask yourself, is what they said true? Now ask yourself this, what if it is? Is that going to keep you from doing it anyway? Who cares if it's terrible? Who cares if it's not great right now? It's not supposed to be. You just started. But the fact is the more you do it, the better you're going to get. And even if you didn't get any better, if it makes you feel good to do it, why not do it anyway, regardless of what anybody else says? Let them be right. Continue and do it anyway. The true act of defiance that you're not going to let anyone tell you what to do, that you're in control of your life and you're the one that's going to decide what you do and what you avoid. And you're going to confront more than you avoid. Pretty cool. I'm super excited for you to start using this in your life. So let's kind of recap. Let's look at what it is that we've been talking about today. We've been looking at how can we start focusing our attention and our action on doing what it is we want to do and completely let go of those feelings of attachment for anyone that's going to say something negative to you, for anyone that's going to try to take the wind out of your sails, right? Because any of the times that they feel those negative emotions, they're going to project that onto you, just like they project it onto anybody else. But it's your job to sit there and say, nope, not today. You will not control me. And you focus on what you want to do, and you get excited about it, and you decide to take action now, because that's what's going to create a change in your life. And so today, think about what it is you're going to reject from any of these people that want to be nasty to you. If you get an ugly comment, or you get somebody telling you that you can't, and you confront it right there and say, are they right? And if they are right, ignore it and do it anyway. I hope hope this has been powerful for you today. And these videos are going to get better and better and better. I know they're still not edited because that's not something that I have the capability to do right this moment. But as you keep watching, I hope you keep watching. I hope you keep building something with me. And until the next video, take action now.